Hey everyone, welcome to Soup Trend. We hope that everybody is doing well. We have some exclusive news to share with you all in today's video from our favorite TV series One Calls the Heart. In this video, we are going to have a complete review of When Calls the Heart Season 9 Episode 4, as both love and mystery deepen this week. Do watch this video till the end to know everything. Hallmark's When Calls the Heart has returned for Season 9 Episode 4. In this episode called Straight from the Heart, we get a lot of adorable scenes featuring Lucas and little Jack, while we also learn more about some of the struggles that other residents of Hope Valley are facing. For this episode, Lucas really stole the show. Not only did he have a dramatic scene with that sneak attack, but his adorable moments with little Jack and the romantic scenes with Elizabeth really shined. We could see many different sides to Lucas in this episode, and he shined in all of them. A big theme for this episode was Lucas volunteering to watch little Jack for 2 days in a row. When Lucas first volunteered, Elizabeth was surprised, assuming he had business that needed to take precedent. But Lucas stepped right up and it was so cute. It was a great choice for the episode. Lucas and little Jack's very first scene alone together while Lucas pretended to be a lion is super adorable. And then he really shined in the next scenes where we saw him playing outside with little Jack. In fact, Elizabeth sees him later from afar while she is teaching and is really impressed. But when the kids start to ask if she is getting married, it throws her off a bit. Rosemary runs into Lucas and little Jack later, and Lucas admits that little Jack is having some trouble. He asks Rosemary for advice, and she guesses that maybe his molars are coming in. She suggests ice cream, but Lucas was already warned away from that by Elizabeth, so she suggests visiting Faith for her input. So Lucas brings little Jack to Faith, and she says his gums are a little inflamed. It's kind of funny to see Lucas so flustered. Faith assures him that it's normal for children to go through growing pains. Relax, you're doing a wonderful job with little Jack, she assures him. Lucas is known for being so confident all the time, so it's really fun to see that he cares for little Jack so much already that he is feeling really nervous and unsure of himself. In fact, this shines through later when Rosemary tells Elizabeth that she believes Lucas is going to make a great dad. When Elizabeth gets home later that day, she sneaks upstairs to find Lucas reading to little Jack right before he goes to bed. The scene really touches her heart and she tells Lucas that watching them caused her to feel more for him than she realized. Later, she finds Lucas asleep on the couch and whispers to him, "I love you." It's her first attempt at those words, and it's just the sweetest thing. After Lucas and Elizabeth's really sweet scene together, someone attacks him the moment he steps away from her row house. Is it connected to Wyman Walden, who had wanted to speak with him before his dinner with Elizabeth? We heard last week that Lucas was trying to gain his trust for some kind of undercover goal, so the person who attacked him has to be connected somehow. In a later scene, Lucas confronts Walden and the Pinkertons, telling them that he believes they were behind his attack and instructs them to stay away from Elizabeth and little Jack. The next day when he shows up to watch little Jack, he lies about why he has a black eye and just tells her that he walked into a door. I don't think lying to her is the best approach, so hopefully he plans to open up more to her later when little Jack isn't listening. This might throw a wrench into their relationship if she finds out later that he wasn't honest. But for now, things are going smoothly between them. When she gets home from school, she finds that Lucas had a telephone installed in her row house while she was gone. She isn't too happy about that at first, but the two handle the disagreement in a smooth and peaceful way that really speaks to what a great match they are. Similarly, Mr. Landis is back and causing trouble in this episode. This time he's insisting Elizabeth's new certification is worthless because it's outside the district. Although he may have a point, he surely could work with her to figure something out, rather than just trying to kick her out. Elizabeth actually yells at Landis out of frustration and tells him that he has to leave. When it comes to her students, she is willing to fight for them and do whatever it takes. When he is trying to leave, he finds out that one of the students glued his hat to the desk, and he is really upset. To him, this is further proof that she is not doing a good job, but Elizabeth isn't going to just take Landis' insults, and she reminds him that he needs to leave and this is her school. On the other hand, Mesuo and Nathan's storyline was so nice this week. While they had a setback last week, they seem to work everything out this time around. Their peaceful dynamic provides a nice backdrop to some of the more dramatic things happening in this episode. When the episode begins, Mesuo shows up at the constable office to visit Nathan and offer to work with Newton again. She's changed her mind about wanting Nathan to keep his distance, saying she realized she can hit two birds with one stone by teaching them together. It's a nice extended olive branch, and Nathan extends his own later by sharing how impressed he is with how well Mesuo is doing with Newton. Considering the bond you two have, I can't imagine what this horse means to you, she says. Nathan admits that when he thought he couldn't help Newton, it was really tough. We all have limitations, she says. What's important is learning to accept them and to rely on someone we trust when we fall short. She really has some wise words that Nathan needs to hear. Nathan later stops by to visit Mesuo and invites her to dinner as a thank you. It's nice to see Nathan moving on and taking a step forward, but before her dinner, she stops by to visit Bill and tells him that she needs his help. I'm a fugitive of sorts from my husband. Well, he's not. It's confusing. You may want to take notes, she begins. We're not privy to the rest of the conversation, but it's enough to really throw Bill off and leave him staring at Mesuo while she and Nathan are having dinner later. We finally get the Molly and Bill scene, which has been seriously lacking so far this season. Bill's taking out Wyman's gun to see if it was recently fired, and Molly is very intrigued by the mystery. But Bill distracts her by reminding her that her passion is interior design. Molly admits to Faith later that interior design isn't really her thing, and she hasn't found her true passion yet. Later, Faith admits to Molly that when she and Carson were together, it always took effort. Molly tells her that she is happy being single, and she thinks that she and Bill will just remain kindred spirit, but that's all. This makes me wonder if the writers have decided not to pursue a Molly-Bill relationship after all. So this much for today's video. We hope you liked it. We will deliver more news of When Goes the Heart as it comes in. We will have all the burning When Goes the Heart spoilers, updates and news you're looking for. So visit us regularly. Thank you for checking this video out. We will see each other very soon with another video. If you like this video, give us a like and subscribe to our channel for new videos every day. If you have anything to say, do let us know in the comment section below. We'll make sure to reply to your comments.